Let's start with NC State taking on UNC. And that is going to be a 12 p.m. Eastern kickoff this Saturday. Now, the Tar Heels are the 15-point favorite, total 60 and a hook. We're 4-1 in our last 5 extra daily picks on patreon.com/Brock Page. And access to the extra daily pick costs just $2.99. We're also hitting at 65% our last 21 crowd pleaser teasers on that site as well. We currently have over 790 members signed up and active on that page. And if you want to join those folks and get in on the action, link for that site is in the description section below. That's patreon.com/Brock Page. I highly recommend it. Now, the Wolfpack of NC State is plus 450 for an upset win. And if you like them catching the 15, they're minus $110 getting the job done against the number. NC State's on a 3-game winning streak. They're coming fresh off a 31-20 victory over Duke, where they held the Blue Devils scoreless for the entire second half. Nice little shutout in the final 30 minutes. They also beat the likes of Virginia and Pitt during that span as well. The Wolfpack's officially 4-1 straight up on the season, but equally as impressive for bettors. Here's the great news. They're currently 4-1 against the spread in those contests as well. Good for 80% thus far on this season. Cash and tickets for this particular squad here. Now, this Wolfpack team is scoring 34 points a game, and they find themselves rushing for 151 yards per contest. They have a bit of a two-headed monster in Zonovan Knight and Ricky Person Jr. Knight's touched it 60 times for 365 yards and 3 scores. Meanwhile, Person is right behind him with 323 yards on the ground and 3 scores himself. Now, both men have combined for nearly 700 yards on the ground already, while Zahn currently averages an impressive 6.1 yards per carry. You also might want to be on the lookout for the big tight end, Kerry Angeline, in the red zone and short yardage situations here. Angeline's averaging 16 yards per reception. He's got 5 touchdown grabs thus far in the season. And believe it or not, Kerry comes out of Downtown East High School in Pennsylvania. Coach Mike Matt has produced a slew of NFL talent, including tight end Tyler Croft and quarterback Kyle Lauletta. So there's some random trivia for you here today. Now, this NC State offense has scored 20 touchdowns from the line of scrimmage this year. They're taking on a Tar Heel squad who's coming fresh off a huge letdown game against the hapless Florida State Seminoles. Now, Florida State came into that contest just 1-3 on the season, with their lone victory being a come-from-behind victory against Jacksonville State. So really just a kind of a bad Florida State team. Now, the Heels somehow gave up 31 first-half points to the Noles en route to their 3-point loss. North Carolina's lost 5 out of their last 6 ball games hosting the Wolfpack. So if you're into historical trends, really not a whole lot of success in that particular stat. And of course, as electric as quarterback Sam Howell's been, he has been sacked 11 times already, and he's thrown 4 interceptions. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ball, this Tar Heel defense has just 2 takeaways on the season as well. And should this game come down to the wire, I know we don't talk about special teams a whole lot, but just keep in mind that Tar Heel kicker Grayson Atkins is just 2 for 5 on field goals for the season, and he has yet to make one past 40 yards. So certainly not a clutch kicker. If you need him in a spot to win the game, he might not be your guy. But anyway, total-wise, UNC saw their 3rd game of the season against Virginia Tech fly 43 points over the posted total. That game actually got into the hundreds. That game was also played on their home turf. Meanwhile, the Wolfpack on the other side saw 4 out of their last 5 ball games get over the number themselves. Officially 3-0 to the over on the road this year. So with all that said and done, give me the NC State Wolfpack plus 15 and the over 60.5 in that contest. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick timeout and welcome you to the video. This is the ACC pick video, and we're just kind of trying this out this week, breaking down the college football videos into conferences, and so far so good, and I actually really enjoy producing the videos as well. It's a lot of fun. So anyway, guys, got some lines of personal leans out for ACC Week 8, but before we dive into some more free content right here on YouTube, just got to quickly remind you once again that we are 4-1 in our last 5 extra daily picks on patreon.com/BrockPage. And access to that content costs just $2.99. We're also hitting at 65% in our last 21 crowd pleaser teasers on that site as well. We currently have over 790 members signed up and active on that site. And if you want to join them and get in on the action, link for that site is in the description section below. And once again, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. And moving on, we're going to take a look at Florida State, Louisville, 12 p.m. Eastern start time. The Cardinals of Louisville, they are the 4-point favorite at home, total 60 and a hook. Now the Noles are plus $1.60 for an upset win. And if you like FSU to cover the 4, they're minus 105, getting the job done against the number. Now